Hey, fraud. How are ya? Make sure. I did not. I'll have to go check. Yeah, I did not. I know. These are my new ones because I broke both pairs, the pink pair and the blue pair. They always snap right along that line. So, I had to get some new ones. Hey, Scooter. Hey, Doug. So, how was y'all's day? Okay, Scooter. I know that feeling. It was a day. I'm sorry, Dan. I know that feeling. I'm ready to go home. I am ready to go home. Yeah, it did. Hey, Tracy. All right, so I got this sticker by number. Doggone it, because there's some really cute pictures in this thing. Ha ha ha. Hey, Eric. Hey, Sharon. Sandy. Bilf. Oh, Doug, it was a riot. It was an absolute riot. Hey, Crafty. Hey, Sunrise. Oh, was he? That's good. Yeah, Frog just told me he went live. So I'm going to check that out afterwards. I know. I know, Doug. It was hysterical. It was absolutely hysterical. Yeah, that's what Fraud was saying. So I'm gonna definitely check it out after I get done. Fraud, same, same. Yes. I don't know what it is. I think it's just the constant go, go, go of everything here. I am always exhausted. It's like I can't sleep. It's everything is so insane and busy, and I just I don't get any rest when we come here. I might get sleep, but I don't get rest. Yeah, sunrise. We'll be going home tomorrow. Doug, it was fantastic. It was absolutely fantastic. Yeah, yeah. It's okay. So at home, everything is so slow. Highest speed limit in town is 35 miles an hour. Um, the pace of life is just slower, um, much more laid back, and much calmer. Obviously, everything here in Vegas is 24/7, and it's nonstop, and it's exhausting for me. So I'm ready to go home. I am ready to go home. But I tell you what, I had a blast when I went out on Las Vegas Boulevard for my protesting. Hey, Rib Guy, how are you, honey? I had so much fun. Yeah, sunrise. Exactly. It's just exhausting because it is nonstop here. And if you're not used to it, if that's not your pace of life, it wears you down fast. Yeah, Doug, exactly. But yeah, I had so much fun. Um, yeah, Sharon, it is definitely on the horizon. We'll be home probably tomorrow afternoon. So I can't wait. Um, I'd love to come and visit my family. Like this time, the reason we came back so quickly is because, um, well, you gotta admit it was funny. Um, Tracy back home at 8 o'clock is done. Um, but we came back for my cousin's daughter's first birthday, so we got to do that today. It was so much fun. So much fun. So yeah, but my husband told me after I got off my live from protesting, he told me that there was a UPS driver and my family member too that usually takes me to the org. They both told me there was a UPS driver that missed his light. Hey, Julia, how are you, honey? Because he was reading my signs. So I was like, yes, that's what it's about. So I was just, so many people were reading the signs and my posters and nodding and smiling. I even got a couple of these, it was, yeah, it was good. Oh my God, it was hilarious, Rib Guy. Absolutely hilarious. Um, so I think, oh, does she? Sunrise? Yeah. Oh my God, it's nonstop here. Um, Missed you too, Julia. It's been a hot minute. So I think that's definitely going to be something I do again. Because at this moment, we still don't know. We haven't even talked about our next trip down. So we just have to wait and see when that happens. Yeah, there were a few honks. Um, and definitely a lot of people slowing down and reading the signs. And I got a lot of these and a couple of these. And I was just, yeah. And I picked that spot because it's just down from the Air Force Base, Nellis Air Force Base. And while I thought about protesting right outside the main gate for the base, I got to thinking about it. That would be mainly the military folks. And that's not only the people I'm trying to reach. So I came down a little bit further, and that way I'm still close enough that I'm getting a lot of the military folks, but also far enough away that I'm getting a lot of normal people too, normies. And in that area of town is a lot of a lot of the Hispanic. I mean, they're all over, but there seems to be a little bit more of a concentration of Hispanic families. So I made sure I had this one. I had on a sign in English and in Spanish, and then I had Scientology is a cult in English and in Spanish, because I wanted to make sure we know, right, Eric? We know that COS is targeting the Hispanic and Latino communities. So I wanted to make sure that they could fully understand what my posters said, in case there were some that may not be fluent in reading English. So I had them in Spanish and in English. Yeah, Julia. Yep. They are targeting high risk populations, which are exactly like vultures, which would be the Latino and Hispanic communities, those who English is not the first language, refugees from Russia, Ukraine, that area of the world. Yeah, they tend to target. Hey, Mandy, how are you? How are you? Are we still recovering? Or are we doing much better? Yes, usually, Julia. Hey, Mark, how are you, honey? So I wanted to make sure that oh no, Mandy. Just gotta rest, honey. Yeah, just gotta rest. Ah, that sucks. I was hoping you'd be on the upswing by now. Oh no. Just take it easy. Wow. A cartoon? I like that one. That was a good one. Yeah, pressure on the nerves. Just try to take it easy. It's not good. Julia nailed it right there. More rest, more fluids, more breaks for your brain. Oh my goodness. That is weird. You know what? I thought about that. But a lot of casinos are not going to be happy with anybody protesting outside their doors, outside their property. While yes, I would be hitting a lot of people that would be traveling out from Vegas. Some of them may not be as believable as, say, the military folks. So I'm starting there. Starting there. Yeah, exactly. Hang in there. Oh, Mandy, you'll have to let us know how that goes. You'll have to let us know how that goes. So we know that they were trying to recruit at the Super Bowl. No, it's fine. It's fine. I've got family that works in the casino business. It's no big deal. Yeah, that's not a problem. So right now is not busy time. So who be that? Oh, it's my oldest. Go potty.
I didn't know you were out here. Mona.
Go potty, Mo.
Go potty, go.
But maybe later on when yeah, it's Mona. Maybe when it's a little bit. My thing is I don't do the strip. I hate the strip. I hate it with passion. I can't stand it. It just gives me high stress. So if I did something like that, it would be off strip. Yeah, it is a good idea. I just don't do the strip. That's a personal thing. I've been like that since I was a kid. I hate going to the strip. Hate it with a passion. She missed.
Completely.
What are you doing, Mo? Come here. Come say hi. Come here. Hup. She's like, no, I don't want to. Come on. There we are. There we are. Yet. Oh, you. Not fun, for sure. Yeah, my girl. You're my girl. Okay.
Mona.
Stay over here. Hey, AZ. Thank you. I appreciate that. No, that would be my youngest, Julia. That would be the youngest.
Go potty. George.
I'm sorry. we knew that was probably going to happen, though. So, yeah,
Go potty.
I think I really like, right? I really like the interaction that I had. Granted, there's not a ton of foot traffic, but holy crap, the car traffic was amazing.
Go potty.
Yeah. Yeah, I hate the Strip. I hate it with an absolute passion. And I don't know why. I have no idea.
Mona.
Come. Mona. Good girl. But I have been like this ever since I was a kid. I hate it. Stresses me out being down on the Strip. I can't. I hate it.
I like how this is a big dog.
Get over here. Hi. Oh my goodness.
Go potty. George, go potty.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Oh, there we go. There we go. And yes, I love you. Mwah. Hi, pretty girl. Are you telling me?
George.
Yeah. Yes.
George.
Yes, Popcorn Thief and Mini Jen. Yeah, Sharon, same thing. He may not have to go right this minute. Try again in a little while.
I was trying to go to sleep before Chris came back there telling us to let the dogs out.
Okay, well go ahead and put him in the kennel because it is getting late. Yeah, I just don't do well on the Strip. I haven't for years.
House. Seriously.
He went right between her legs. Oh, I hate that. Oh, I hate that for you.
You're a dog.
I have not, Julia. Again, kind of like the Strip, not my cup of tea. You got it? Yeah. So, yeah, nothing's right. I feel for you, Mandy. Yeah, no, I'm good. I will pass. I will pass. No, thank you. No, I think hubby was saying that where I was a good spot. Yeah. Hey, Antics, how are you, honey? I'm going to do my video when I get home tomorrow. Probably tomorrow afternoon. Yeah, I definitely would not be a fan. Filth, I can't. I can't. But yeah, hubby was really happy with the spot where I was at because he could park there at the front of Wendy's and sit in the truck and keep an eye on me. Hey, Adam, how are you? Thank you again, AZ. I appreciate that. So, I don't know, because I really like that spot. He's really comfortable with that spot. He can keep an eye on me easily. We can, have meal, and then I can go right there out front. And he said where I was at was a good spot because that intersection isn't your typical straight on cross. It's offset a little bit, so it's angled like this. So I was able to actually, people from across the intersection were able to see my signs as well where I had them set up. So he said that spot is a really good spot. So I don't know what we're going to do, but I think that's probably going to be what I do for the foreseeable future. That's not to say I might not just pop by the org and put up put up some flyers or something just to keep the information over there. But yeah, Sharon, that intersection. You've got Las Vegas Boulevard, and then Cheyenne comes at an angle like this. So it's a really weird intersection right there, but it is, Bill. It very much is out of the way. It's Central Vegas, but it's in a residential neighborhood on a dead-end street with no foot traffic. So, yeah. Yeah. And every time I've gone there, give that baby some extra love. Yeah, Adam. Yeah, exactly. But every time I've gone down there, they've called the cops on me every single time except for one. And the last time, I was literally sitting in the chair at events, Julia. Like when the Super Bowl was here, they were out trying to recruit from the crowds at the Super Bowl, things like that. That's how they do it. I have not, but I don't do most of my weapons dealings here in Vegas. I do them back home. So I'm not familiar with any place. And like here, the shooting ranges, you have to pay for the range, and my range is free. Yeah. So, yeah. Me too, Mandy. Me too. Yeah, Julia, you have to pay for everything here. Literally everything. So I don't know when the next time we'll be back is, but yep, exactly, Rib Guy. Yeah, they were. The prices definitely come down quite a bit. Oh yes, I was sitting in my chair and I literally had on my shirt. I'd posted up my signs on the utility box, my little flyers on the utility box. I had my camera set up in front of me, kind of like this, and I was crocheting. Smiling at everybody as they went by. Even had a staff member walk by, and I didn't say a word to him, just smiled at him. Then they call the cops on me. Cops pull up, and I'm sitting here talking, and I'm crocheting as 3 cop cars went by. And of course, as they went by, they smiled at me, and then they pulled in. Then they got done, they came around, and they pulled up on me, and I'm steady crocheting. They were laughing. They absolutely were. The only thing that they were a little tiffy about for a second was me, where I was sitting, because I wasn't sitting on the edge of the sidewalk. I was sitting in the road just behind the car next to the sidewalk. And I told him, he's like, well, I'd like to see you move up on the sidewalk. I was like, well, I don't want to block the sidewalk from any of the families walking down from the synagogue at the end of the street with my tripod and my chair. So that's why I'm sitting here next to the sidewalk instead of on the sidewalk, so I'm not blocking passage for anybody walking by. Yes, Sharon. Adam, I agree. That would be hysterical. That would be absolutely hysterical. I do not. Kenny, I don't know if you're the real Kenny or not. I know. Crafty. It was hysterical. I was just sitting there crocheting. What was I working on? I want to say I was working on Spirited Dragonfly's hat. If I'm not mistaken, that's what I was working on. So I'm sitting there crocheting, and then they pulled up, and they're kind of giggling, and well, you have all right to do what you're doing. Well, I know I do. Bill, that is funny. That is funny. But yeah, they were cracking up. They were giggling about it. I was like, I'm just sitting here crocheting. That's all I was doing. No, I am no. Y'all don't know. Mm-mm. Yeah, would you please? Because here's the thing. My chat is welcoming to all. Main rule: don't be a dick. Um, but I don't like sock accounts. That's not respectful to the creator or to the other chatters. Right? Right, Sunrise? Yeah. So you're fine, Rib Guy. Okay, perfect. Thank you. So yeah. Night, Doug. Oh, but yeah, it was funny, and so it was nice to be able to just sit back, relax, show my signs. Thank you, Az. Um, and not have to worry about being harassed by Metro. No, y'all do not want me to sing because I can't carry a tune in a bucket. Fair warning. Fair warning. Cannot carry a tune in a bucket. Can't dance. I got 3 left feet. I fall and break my neck. Can't do it. So, but yeah, it was really nice. Be able to sit there, and I had no, Julia. No, because I can't do it without singing because of the theme song with it. I just can't. I just can't. But yeah, it was really nice to be able to just sit and just put the word out. No, nobody wants me to sing. I'm telling you, I can't carry a tune to save my life. Cannot carry a tune to save my life. So, but now we got to figure out when we'll be back, which it might be a little bit because we came back so quickly this time. Thank you, Az. I appreciate that. So, we typically don't turn around and come back quite. Yes, I agree. I agree. No, I haven't gone back yet. We had yesterday when we had errands to run, some things to do yesterday, and then today we had my cousin's daughter's first birthday. So it was a busy day today because we had family coming over, and then we had dinner, and yeah, and then the birthday party. So it was a busy day. But when I come back, I might go back to the same spot. Hubby said it was a really good spot, and he was seeing people as they were coming across the intersection. He was seeing people watching, reading my signs. He told me afterwards. Right, Sunrise. But he told me afterwards that about the UPS driver missing his light because he was reading my signs. Thought that was awesome. So, yeah. And then once my foot is better and I can stand longer, it's not walking per se that makes my foot sore so much as because I am favoring it a tiny bit still. So by the next time, um, by the by the next time that we come back, my foot should be all healed up. And there is an island. So on the same side of the street that I was on, there's a turn lane to turn right, but then there's an island, a concrete island in between. I think I might set up there next time. Yes, Metro. Oh, really, Julia? Ooh, I'm gonna have to look into that. I'm gonna have to look into that for sure. Yeah. There's out of every time that I've gone to the organ, they've called the cops on me. They've not been total assholes. There's been a couple, and I always respond with the energy in which they approach me. So if they approach me being a dick, I'm going to be an ass too. Yeah, Metro has been mostly decent for the most part. There's been, like I said, a couple that were kind of, um, but I'm not doing anything wrong, so. Yes, Doug, there is. I am not always pleasant. I can be an asshole. Absolutely. And I own it. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to check it out. I do believe you, Sharon. I do believe you. Are you kidding? Oh, don't you just love that? Antics? I hear you. We all have our moments. Absolutely. Hey, Jay. I am too. I am too. This is, like I've said before, this is something that I'm really passionate about. And something that I have been passionate about for many, many, many years. So, being able, and finally being in a situation and in life to where I can protest. I was. But it's just going to look a little different for a while. Yeah. Because of all the crap going on. It just is not my wheelhouse. It is not something I'm good, honestly. Doug, she's fat and sassy like usual. Yes. And you just missed her. Oldest brought her out to go potty for the night, and she popped up in my lap for some lovin's before she went back inside. Yes, rib guy, exactly. And it really, exactly, Julia. I know, Doug. My other family members drove in from Boulder City for the party today, and she was just like laying all over them like she was a little lap dog. And they just adore her. They're like, come on, Mona, let's go home. And Mona's following them to the door, tail wagging. Oh, snap. I do like that phrase, except for not the second part, but auditing, not frauditing. I can get behind that one. Exactly. Just a little bit of sass. She is for the most part. Yeah. Yeah, Sharon. Sadly. No, I honestly I got overwhelmed with it all. And yeah. One more minute and you can chat. Okay, good. Um that's where I stand. Jay or Julia. Um that's something I have to myself remind myself about that, because you never know what's going on in somebody's day, what's going on in their life. Hey Danny, how are you, honey? Yeah, yeah. I that's the thing. We all have those days where everything is just too much, and we tend to take it out on random people, not taking into account what they might be going through and what their day may have held, and what's going on in their lives. So that is something that I constantly try to remind myself. Nice, Eric. Julia. Right? Oh my goodness. AZ, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh no. Well, like I said, I was gonna do the video yesterday, but by the time I got back to the house, my foot was hurting and I was just exhausted. Um, yes, Julia, it is. It is. It's frustrating sometimes, though. Um, when people forget that. Because you never know. You never know what's going on in somebody else's life. What? Interesting. Anyways, what I was saying, I was going to do it when I got back from protesting, but my foot was killing me. I could feel it swelling in my shoe. And I was exhausted. So, yeah. I probably will do it when I get home tomorrow. That's weird. Wow. Interesting. Ooh, I want to see. No, 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 Doug. But that's why I didn't do the video for antics when I got back from protesting when I still had my pink shirt on. So what I'll do is I'll probably go home, I'll wash that outfit, and I'll put it back on, so I can do the video. But just walking that much back and forth and standing that much while I was out there, got my foot swelling up again. So, oh, dadgummit, I'm out of coffee. So by the time we had to run we had a couple of stops after I got done, and then we came back to the house. By the time I got back to the house, I could feel my foot swelling in my shoe. So I just came in and, oh, wait a minute, I can do it on this one. Took my shoe off and got it propped up. Hey, Pooh. How are you, honey? Oh, yes. Okay. I got pictures. Hold on. Oh, that's cool. Hi, Jenny. I like that one. I like that one, Scooter. Yeah. We're doing all right. All right, AZ. We'll see you later, darling. I know, right? Those look nice. Oh, okay, Scooter. Oh. Oh my goodness. Exactly. It's always fun to do something different. And there's so much that you can do with the magnetic cat eye polishes. Yeah, they don't have to be perfect. Mine aren't. Oh, you can't really see because of the light from the side. But yeah, mine aren't. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's cute. I like it. Oh. Yes. Yes. I like coming to Vegas to visit with my family, to be able to protest. But it is so exhausting being here. That might be, Scooter. That might be. No, not yet, Julia. We still got a little while. What time is it? It's still fairly early. Yeah, it's only 10:30. 10:40. Ooh. Okay, I will respond to that tomorrow. Okay. Okay. Yeah, might be past. I know. I know. Yeah, that was the first time my youngest had been with me. My oldest has gone with me before, but not my youngest. So she was just tickled to go with me. Okay, I gotta scroll back. I missed some comments. Don't take Scooter's job now. Just briefly stole it from her. Yeah. Yeah. It's both. It depends on if Scooter's here. But if she's not, then Sunrise will do it. Yeah, we're not playing that. You can choose to remove it yourself, please. Yeah, we do not. My number one rule it is whittled down to don't be a dick. So, so we got to figure out, based on hubby's schedule and the weather, when we will be back. Thought about setting up and protesting in town. There's so much construction going on right now that it wouldn't be safe to do that. So, because I would prefer to be downtown, and that's where a lot of our construction is going on. I don't think Thingy is here. Thingy doesn't typically come to my channel, so not here. Yeah. No, Thingy's not here. Thingy doesn't usually come to my lives at night. So, okay, guys, this is not the time nor the place. This is not what we do here. I do. One more chance. Be respectful. If you don't want to, then you can change the channel. This is not the time or the place. Oh. I know, Frog. Hey, Marla. How are you, honey? Heck, I'm going to have to Okay. There we go. Oh, darling, no, you're fine. It wasn't your fault. You don't need to apologize for somebody else's actions. So, no big deal, my dear. Okay. But since you're here, Fingy, how are you, darling? Because it's nobody else's demand. I'm not going to cave to somebody else's demand for me to publicly say something, because that's not what I use my platform for. It's simple. Hi, Love Wins. Nice to see you. Marla, you got your shirt? Fantastic. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. I had to have all of mine done. I hear you. I feel your pain. Yeah, I feel your pain. What do you hear about? Oh, Julia, that sounds fantastic. It might come to that, antics. One of the neighbor dogs. No, not my dogs or their dogs. It's the neighbor. I wonder. Then Eric, I don't know, honey. Unless you've used. Yes, traffic. I know. Fingy, I hear you. So I have almost a full plate on bottom. These two are the only two teeth I have left on the bottom, and I had to have their crowns, and I had to have a root canal on this one a couple years ago. Then they had to drill through the crown to get the root canal done. So I hear you. I feel your pain. That's the only other thing that I can think. That's all I can think of. Julia, that sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. Yeah, I'll have to check it myself, and I'll email you, Eric. Ooh. Owie. No, thank you. Nope. I am good. I feel your pain, my dear. You too, love wins. Have a wonderful night, my dear. Thank you for stopping in. Oh. Okay, back to my picture here. That's what happened to me. That's why I had to go to a specialist, because my doctor in town couldn't do anything. Well, not that he couldn't do anything. It gotten to the point where there was nothing else he could do, I should say. Oh, I'm not worried about that antics. Okay, I'm not stressing that. Hi, Addie. How are you, my dear? Welcome in. No, Doug. He couldn't follow the simple rule of being respectful. Right? That sounds good to me. Oh, Julia, that sounds really good. Yeah, Jenny's on the good side, as Pooh put it. What? No way. It sounds amazing. With the number 7. There it is. I saw these really cute sticker by number books of dogs. I'll show you. It'd be like this. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Look at some of these pictures. Look at that little dapple doxy. Oh my god, it's so cute. Good night, Sharon. We'll see you later, honey. Look at that bulldog. Little Boston or Frenchie. More likely Boston. Oh my god. AZ, here's the thing. I'm going to be 100% about this. This is not something that I typically talk about. Oh my God. Sticker by number, Marla. They're fantastic. This is not something I typically talk about, but here is my theory and the reason. It is not a calendar. It's just pictures. It's just pictures. Sticker by number, and this one, the title of this one is Doggone It, because you know I have this thing about dogs. But let's be serious for a moment. There is so much, and I mean so much, that goes on behind the scenes. That as viewers on other channels, we'll never know the full extent of it. No, not at all. We will never know what happens in comments, in chats, you know, messaging, on phone calls. We'll never know the entirety of every issue between every person. High energy and too smart for their own britches, Fingy. They're extremely smart. Working with healers, it's not just a physical that you need to work, but you also need to work their mental. So interactive toys, interactive games, and stuff like that goes a long way to bringing a lot of that down, a lot of that excess with healers. And it tones it down quite a bit. So physical and mental for them, for sure. Extra training, trick training, all of that works really, really well for healers. But back to what I was saying. There is no way, as outsiders, yes, stuff like that, that we could know every nuance of every conversation that is had. We can't. They are in the same family as healers. Right, Julia? They're in the same family of class of dog as healers. Same thing. So we can't. Yeah. Welcome in, Alyssa. Yes, herding dogs, not just working, but herding. So yeah, definitely. Lots of physical and mental workouts for them. It's not that I don't take sides. It's that as more information comes out and is released, whatever it may be, right, antics, minds can change, decisions can change, choices change. That is human. That is normal. That's why I don't automatically block anybody. But my platform and what I do here has nothing to do with that. Period. I will not be coerced or forced into publicly making a stand because it's nobody else's fucking business. Period. Everybody deserves second chances if they screw up. Everybody needs a place where they can come and they can relax and they can get out of all of that and not have to deal with it. Simple. Nobody is going to force me to say shit that I don't want to say. And I'm not going to come on to YouTube and publicly denounce anybody like they're expecting me or demanding for me to do. That is not who I am. It is not what I do. It's not going to happen. If you don't like it, change the channel. Period. All are welcome in my chat. I don't care which side you're on. But my number one rule, simply put, is don't be a dick. So I can pull up on my phone to see who has helped pay my bills, that has a say or a right to say what they want me to do. When you pay my bills, then you have a right. Otherwise, don't tell me what to do. Your fine antics. That I do my best, Julia. I do my best. It depends. It depends, Doug, because every dog is an individual. Some in the same breed may need more, some may need less. It depends on the dog. So because they're known for being super high energy, I would maybe sit with the dog a couple times, spend some time with the dog to get an idea of what kind of personality that individual dog has. I understand antics. Don't be abused. AZ, I hear you. I hear you. Thank you, Scooter. And yes, that happened. History lesson on Christmas Eve during World War II. Both sides laid down their weapons, met on the field between, and celebrated the holiday together. AZ, that's sometimes the best. So, yeah, I'm. It is not what I do. It is not what my platform is for, and I'm not going to change that. Period. Ooh. Addie is going good. It's going good. It's going good. So, Julia, I think now you got me questioning. It did happen. I know that it did happen, but now you got me questioning if it was World War II or World War I. I think it was World War II. Exactly. We don't have to like the same channels. Nope. Oh, for my foot drama? Y'all, I'm telling you what, this foot has been. I was thinking so too. World War II. Um, okay, Doug, yeah, okay. Um, apparently, oh, World War II, one. Okay, we learned something. See, this is what happens when we work together. We learn things. We learn things. World War One. So the foot drama, still bruised, um, still randomly swelling when I've been on it for too long. Hey, Yadira. Hey, Adam. WWE. It did happen. It absolutely did happen. I remember studying about it. The Great War. Yep. Um, yeah. So for those who may not know, um, I dropped a desktop on my foot. I tried to break my foot last weekend. Yeah, exactly. Not a computer, a desktop, like the top of a desk. Yeah. I did not break my foot. Um, but I most definitely hurt my foot. Yeah, I need help. I need to just wrap myself in bubble wrap and call it a day. No, it's been a week. Last weekend is when I did it. So, yeah. um, it's not Geek Bar. It's a refillable, but it is strawberry kiwi. So yeah, it's not broken. Um, the whole top of my foot is yellow from the bruises healing. Um, it's not staying swollen. It just swells up a bit when I've been on it too long. Um, and the deep red purple bruises down the side of my foot is finally starting to fade out a little bit. So yeah, I've got another one that has Zulu tangerine or something like that. Yes. Yes, please. How are you, Yadira? How are you doing? Yeah. Yeah, and then my husband just got one where the tank comes off, and then it's a disposable. So the tank comes off. You can buy separate tanks, and then it's got the battery too, which is separate. So you don't have to buy a new battery every single time. I forget the name of it, but he really likes those ones. Thank you, Jenny. Oh, you're sleepy. Yeah, it's getting late. It is getting late. Pants, please. We will be respectful here. We're not bringing that into my chat. Danny, I dropped because it's been elevated most of the day when I could. So when we had enough room that I could get it, put up on the table, I've had it elevated most of the day. So I was taking apart a desk in my room because I'm taking it to the shop, and I took the last screw out and was pushing it off of the frame, and I lost my grip on it, So I wasn't able to push it out far enough before it came down. And so it didn't go far enough out. And when it came down, when I lost my grip, it came down on the side of my foot because I was sitting on the floor when I took the last of the screws out. And so my foot was sitting like this, and it came down right across the center of my foot. Yeah, it was a good one. Yeah. Whoopsie. Thank you, AZ. I appreciate that. So, but I do actually, let's see if I can get, if this is going to be comfortable. Okay, it's not too bad. Okay, it's up. It's up. Got it up. See? See? It's up. Yeah. There for about the first, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. I thought I may have broken it, but after that, I didn't break it. All right, sunrise. Yeah, I did. I did. Yeah, dear, I did. Good night, Fingy. We'll see you later, honey. So after that, I was like, yeah, no, I didn't break it because I could actually step on it. It hurt like no other. Right, Adam? Yeah, same. But oh, bless your heart, Julia. Oh my goodness. But after that, I've broken my left foot, so I know what that feels like. It wasn't like that after the initial wave of pain went away. And then, what was it? A day or two later, I think 2 days later, that was a Sunday, if I'm not mistaken, Saturday night or Sunday. And then when I was at work, I think Monday or Tuesday, I just had lunch and went to stand up. And I had a massive pop right in the center of my foot on the top. And as soon as it popped, most of the pain went away. I mean, it still flares up. It's definitely still tender. So I still have to be cautious and be careful. But the majority of the pain went away with that pop. So I think I may have dislocated something, or partially dislocated something in my foot when I dropped the desk on it. Because now I can walk. Like I protested yesterday right on Las Vegas Boulevard. And for the most part, you'll see me walking back and forth a little bit. For the most part, I'm walking pretty normal and just being real gentle and careful with that foot. Good night, sunrise. We'll see you later, honey. So, yeah. Yeah, I did a gooder. Let's see. So this is it, like the day after. You can see the bruising here, all the swelling, bruised all the way up here to my toe. My toes are all swollen. The bottom of my foot is all swollen. So it swole all the way up into my ankle. And this is all bruised. I did a gooder. You see all the bruising across the top of my foot. It's bruised all the way up into my ankle. And all the way across into my ankle. Yeah, I did a good one. And when was that? When did I take that? That was on Monday, so that would have been the day after. Yeah. So I think what I did is I ended up just maybe dislocating or partially dislocating something in my foot. So when it popped on Tuesday, So it popped on Tuesday. Um, it released all that extra tension that was in my foot. And then I was good to go. I mean, not good to go, but considering I had just dropped a desktop on my foot, yeah. So yeah, that's what I did. So now I'm just taking it easy. Oh, what time is it? It's only quarter after. There we go. Okay. Did my chat stop? Let's see. My chat stopped. I don't know why my chat stopped. Let me scroll back because I missed a lot. Why didn't I? Yeah, so the last thing on this phone is when Sunrise said goodnight. No, I'm good. I'm good. No, you dare you. You cannot have Mona. My family members tried to take her with them. They didn't get very far. She followed them all happy-go-lucky to the door, and then she's like, wait a minute. Mom, where are you? She didn't get too far. All right, let me go back. Do, 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 do. No, I did not get x-rays. I did not go to the doctor. It's all good. Now it's just a matter of letting it heal. Yeah, Pants. I'm in Nevada. Where I'm from, I'm from Florida, but live in Nevada now. I actually live 250 miles north of Vegas. So I drive 250 miles one way when I protest. Doug, I don't need the tranq gun. I'm good. I'm good. Julia, no, I've broken my foot before. I broke my left foot. This is my right foot. It definitely does not feel anything next to when I broke my other foot. Doesn't feel at all like it used to. Oh yeah, Danny, I still went to work, hobbling and all. That's probably the only way it'll happen. And I am friends with my vet, so It works out well. Good night, Tracy. We'll see you later, honey. No, it actually, um, it's just tender where it's bruised the deepest, which unfortunately is almost in a straight line from the bottom of my foot up around the side and a little bit on the top now. That's where it's tender still. Tug. Yeah, it's 11:20 here. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. No, I do have full control, range of motion, full movement. Everything is normal except for it's a bit tender where the deepest bruising is at, which is to be expected. Yes, yes, I have full range of motion of my foot. Like I said, it's just really tender where the deepest of the bruising is at. No, I honestly think because um, where it popped was, if you look here, let me pull. Okay, so where it popped was kind of right in here. So I'm thinking when the desk hit this, hit the side of the inside of my foot right here when it came down and squished my foot, I think it may have popped something because it popped right here. I have full range of motion. I checked all my toes, you know, all of that. Oh, dadgummit, I hate when it does that. There we go. Tap dance? Dude, I can't even tap dance without my foot messed up, let alone with it messed up. Yeah, I don't know what is going on with the comments on that phone. Yeah, I can't, no. No, that's a big fat. Yeah. I have 3 left feet. Yeah, yeah. Not fair, you guys. No, 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 no. I was just kind of showing you guys where it popped. It popped really close to my ankle along the top, kind of on that line. So I'm pretty sure it was just maybe I dislocated or partially dislocated that bone when the desk hit my foot. What time away from work? Yes, Julia, and I don't trust my doctors up there. I do not trust them. Yeah. Doug, it's just yeah, the doctor, Yeah, I'm not impressed with the 99% of the doctors in my town. No, no, it's fine. I'm good. I'm good, you guys. It actually is healing nicely. The bruising is going down. Well, so I immediately my youngest immediately got ice. We put ice on it immediately. And then about, I don't know, a little while later, I don't even know how long it was, I did a witch hazel, warm witch hazel compress. Witch hazel warmed up does help to reduce swelling and bruising, so I'm thinking that's why it didn't bruise as bad as it would have. Amazon, Marla. Amazon. Yes, I am, Sophia. How are you, honey? No, it's good. I'm actually really impressed with how well it's healing. Um, it's just still a bit tender. No, no, they don't help break, but they do help with swelling and bruising. And that's what I use them for. No, if I told my husband if I was still in a lot of pain, then we would go to the ER while we were here, but I'm not. So there's not a lot of pain. There's just some slight tenderness, and the tenderness seems to be um, just where the worst of the swelling is. There it goes. So, yeah. Ooh, interesting, Bill. I have no idea. I know, Doug. No, but I'm being. I'm gonna look at you guys. I am being 100%. I really don't think I broke it. I'm pretty sure it was after adding in the pop. Um, I really think it was just a partial or a full. I don't think it was a full. I think probably just a partial dislocation, and that popped it back in, and that relieved all the tension. I still, the first thing I check every morning is that I still have full range of motion of my toes. I can move them all independently. I can wiggle my toes. I can roll my foot, stretch it out and everything. It all works just as it did before. So, but if I lose any of that, hubby's already told me he was taking me to the ER when we were down here. So, don't worry. Um, no, because it's not my home area, even though it's in Nevada. Our insurance is not as good as it used to be. So, um, um, it's hard to explain. I had almost full range of motion. I couldn't curl, when you stretch your foot completely. I couldn't do that part. That was the only thing. After it popped, yeah, and now I can stretch it just like it was before. No, I can pull it back, the whole 9 yards. Um, I didn't go to college, but I did work in a podiatry office when I was 18, which when they taught me how to process x-ray film, that's when I got diagnosed with heel spurs in both feet. Both, Julia. I can do both, before and after. The only thing I couldn't do, like I said, was stretch it down right after until it popped. Yes. Yes, Scooter, you are. Doing what exactly? I was an office assistant. I restocked after surgery. So I was working there because it was part of what they called the school to work project, which is what I had to do in order to graduate. I had to shadow somebody, a professional in their line of work. So um, before it popped, I couldn't stretch it down. So I was normal any other way. I could move all my toes, everything. I just couldn't stretch it down and stretch it out. After it popped, I got that full range of motion back. Marla. Yeah. So while I did not go to school for orthopedics, I did work in a podiatry office. I shadowed the doctor. I sat in and observed a couple of different surgeries. Um, we took x-rays of my feet, taught me how to develop x-ray film. Again, that's when we found out I had heel spurs at 18 in both feet. Um, yeah, all kinds of stuff. Doug. No, Sophia. Yeah, Julia, I know. I know. No, no, I'm pretty sure I didn't break anything. I'm pretty well 100% that I did not break anything. Like I said, I may have, because of that pop, I may have slightly, partially dislocated one of the bones. But no, it feels really good now. Just tender where it's bruised the deepest. Oh, my other foot. Well, y'all know I don't have the greatest balance and I trip over air. When I was 20, was I 20 or 21? I can't remember. 20 or 21. I had been waiting for several weeks for a package to get delivered. And it finally got delivered, and I got stupid excited, and I got stupid. And I jumped out of bed and ran to the door. Well, when I went almost through my bedroom door, I stumbled and I kicked the thin side of the door at a full run. Shattered this toe, and my pinky toe went out so far so fast it snapped the side of the foot. I walked on it for 3 days. And I was doing good until I tried to drive a forklift. I drove the forklift, and if you don't know, many forklifts are designed where you have the gas that you operate with your right foot, and you operate the brake and clutch with your left foot. I drove the forklift for about 30 minutes, and by the time I got off of it, I couldn't walk. Yeah. My right foot, this injury feels nothing like that. Yeah, exactly, Susan. Exactly. Just take the 5th. Yeah, I still got fluid in there. Oh no, Julia, I was not doing good. Um, there was. I knew, I knew immediately that I'd broken my foot, but I was being stubborn. Um, because we were talking about me and my mother were talking about moving out here to Nevada. This happened in Florida. I was still in a boot on my foot when we left Florida and moved out here. So that was not. Um, yeah, no, I knew I'd broken it. Um, the the break the break in the foot, that was horrific. I'm good. I'm good. It's a little chilly, and then with all the traffic, the wind, and yeah, it's a little cold. All right, rib guy, get some rest, honey. I have no idea what you're talking about, Doug. I don't know what you're talking about. Sophia, if it doesn't heal up, I probably will, but um, it's starting to slow down a little bit, Marla. Um, at this moment, I think I'm pretty good, but if it doesn't continue to improve, then yeah, I will probably get it checked out. But right now, it's actually healing faster than I expected it to. Yadira, I am a horrible patient because I take no bullshit, and when I have doctors that try to gaslight me, I call them out on it. I You're fine, antics. I get it. You're good. Just a little bit stubborn. No, I don't. Not particularly a fan. I like my doctor. My doctor is awesome. Oh, oh, ow, Julia, ow. Yeah, luckily they just kind of pulled the toe to straighten it back out, and that lined it back up pretty well. Um, and then the one in my foot, I was in a boot. I was still in that boot when we moved out here, which is why I was trying to avoid it because I knew in the travel I would be able to prop it up and didn't work out that way because hey, dumbass had to drive a forklift. I was trying to work up until we left. Didn't work out. Huh? Huh? I'm sweet and innocent, y'all. I didn't do it. I'm good. I don't need a doctor. I don't need a doctor. I'm good. But like I said, if healing stops or anything changes and it becomes worse again, absolutely not, Doug. I know how to change the oil. I know how to put oil in. I know how to check the oil. I know how to change brakes. I take care of my cars. That's why my Pathfinder's still running as good as she's running. know how to change a flat tire. I know how to change an oil filter. No, I maintain my cars. Antics, that sounds fantastic. Sophia, I do too. I check my range of motion every morning. I give it a good stretch to make sure everything is functioning properly. Yeah, I one of the surgeries that I watched when I was working for the podiatrist for my see in that project we had to complete with a passing grade in order to graduate. Eh. Um, but yeah, I watched a bunion surgery, a hammer toe surgery. What was the third one? There was another one. I forget what it was. There was 3 surgeries that I watched. The patients signed the release so I could watch the surgery. I know. Scoot, I don't know what you're talking about. Shaved the bunion. Shaved it. Scooter, why would you do that? Why would you do that to yourself? I absolutely do take better care of my cars than I do myself. Yes. Absolutely. I mean, I'm not saying that I do that stuff anymore because hubby usually does it for me, unless he's been so busy with work that he's not able to do it, and then I do it. But yeah. No, I cannot recreate them. I'm not a surgeon. You probably Scooter, you probably would not have if you'd done them separately. No, I'm good. I'm good. You dear. Yeah. I'm going home tomorrow. I'm going home tomorrow. Yeah, and Sophia, that's exactly that reason right there. I have a ridiculously high tolerance for pain. But that reason right there is why I regularly check range of motion to make sure that everything is working as it should. Because if that changes, I most definitely will be going to the doctor because I'm on my feet all day at work. I cannot. So, yeah. Yeah, it's like a 9-hour drive, 8-hour drive, 9-hour drive from LA where Becky is to my house. No, I'm at my family member's house and then I'm going home. We'll probably leave in the morning after breakfast. Yeah. um, the heel spurs actually aren't that big, just enough to show up on x-rays, so we're good. We're good. All right, Yadira. All right, Doug. We'll see you later, honey. Yeah, no, I do check and make sure that everything is moving as it should. I have every morning since I dropped the desk. So, yeah, my foot is working as it should. It's just tender. But it is getting cold out here. Is anybody live? Oh, goodness gracious. Whoop. Right? Nah, it's not broken. It's not broken. All right, Yadira. We'll see you later, honey. Get some rest, darling. Now, like I said, that pop, because it felt like, before the pop, it kind of felt like my foot was kind of stuck up. So I couldn't stretch it forward. I mean, I could stretch it, move it forward, but I couldn't, know how you stretch your foot like that. I couldn't do that all the way. I could still had a full range of motion of all my toes. I could roll my ankle. I mean, everything else was fine. And then after the pop, I felt my foot kind of go, because it felt like it was kind of stuck up like this a little bit. That's what it felt like. And then that pop, it felt normal. Felt normal again. Other than where it's bruised. Point my toes. Couldn't point them all the way. I got probably, I'd say 75%. And then after that pop, I'm back to full range. Well, the deepest of the bruises, which is pretty much that line that it starts. Sophia, I know you guys are so worried about me. I'll be all right. I'll be all right. So the deepest of the bruising, which is kind of almost a straight line, because it squashed my foot kind of from the side. So the desk, so here's the outside of my foot, the sole of my foot, the top of my foot, and the inside arch of my foot. The desk came down like this. So this is the desk edge, and it came down like this. It was the edge of the desk, not the top of the desk. It was the edge of the desk that came down like this, right in the arch of my foot. And it smashed my foot this way, just like that. So I have a line of deep bruising that starts on the bottom of my foot, kind of comes up around across the arch inside of my foot, and a little bit on the top. Yeah, squash, smash, same thing. That is now, after it popped, that is the only place that it's not even painful, it's just tender. Last weekend, Bilf? Yes, last week. Yes. So I took the picture I showed. That was on Monday. So it would have happened on Sunday. Last Sunday. Yeah, it's only been a week. A week tomorrow, actually. No, at home. I was taking apart a desk, and I was sitting on the floor. I'd just taken the last of the screws out to release the desk's top, and I started sliding it out from the frame, and I lost the grip, and I didn't get it pushed out far enough that when it came down, it would miss my foot. So it came down sooner than it should have, and it landed on my foot when I lost my grip on it. Well, either way, I work for myself, Bill, so yeah. Oh, the bubble wrap. This is true. This is very true. Yeah, so I don't have I know, Sophia. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I don't think it broke it. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure it wasn't broken. Um, if anything changes or pain comes back or anything like that, I will definitely get it checked out. Yeah, no. So I was actually sitting on the floor because I'd just taken the screws out from underneath of it and was pushing it off the frame, and I lost my grip on it. I was trying to push it out to where it was at least halfway before it started coming down. But it was a little bit heavier than I was expecting, and I lost my grip on it sooner than I should have. So it came down closer to me, which means it came down on my foot instead of in front of my foot. So yeah. Yep, I did a gooder. But being said, I'm not even quite a week out. I think I'm doing really good. I know, but unfortunately, because of our insurance right now, x-rays are considered out of network. Any tests are considered out of network. Yeah, our insurance isn't the greatest. And it's been so long now, I've healed this far. We didn't feel the need to have to go to the ER here in Vegas. But if things change, I promise I will go to the doctor. See, that's the thing. See, that's the thing is because I work for myself, I don't have to have workman's comp. Now, if I had employees, I would. But because I work for myself, I don't have to. I'm a sole proprietor, so I don't have to carry that insurance unless I change to a different business format, and then I would be able to have employees, and then I would have to carry workman's comp. This would go under my private insurance because it happened at home, not at work, regardless of whether it was the desk was going to go to the shop or not. This is what you do, Sophia. This is why I have not gone to the doctor. This is what you do. Sadly. So it's if it gets worse, or I lose any range of motion, or the pain comes back, or anything, if anything goes wrong, I will most definitely go get it checked out. No, it's not going to be in my home anymore. It's going to go to the shop for the kids to be able to do their schoolwork on. But it's going to be in the lobby area of my shop. But yeah, so that's a big reason. Yeah, that's part of it. Yes. Um, the other part is I don't like the doctors. Most of the doctors up there. Not lying. That's another issue all in and of itself. Um, but yeah, our insurance. We used to have really good insurance, and then they switched companies, and now our insurance isn't that great. So, but yeah, if anything changes, if I lose range of motion, any significant pain comes back. I mean, I know this first couple of weeks it's going to be tender. It's going to want to swell off and on if I'm on it too long, things like that. That is normal for an injury like this. So I'm not stressing it like yesterday. It swelled up a bit after protesting. Perfect. Um, yeah, it's crazy. So, but I promise if the pain gets worse or becomes constant again, if any changes to the negative, I promise I will go get it checked out. Because at this point, um, I'm not going back. I'm not going backwards in my healing process. I'm continuing to move forward in the healing process. So that's what hubby and I were talking about. Um, if I was still in that position, or still in a lot of pain with it, then we would just go to the ER here. Um, but I'm not. So if it's just our insurance sucks. They changed some stuff at our insurance company, which recently made um, X-rays, most blood work tests, stuff like that, is now out of network. So no, Vegas is not out of network at the ER. Clinics are in Vegas, but ER is not. um I don't think it's a significant injury, Julia. Honestly, I really don't. I'm healing too fast for it to be a significant injury. So what are my thoughts on EV cars? All right. So this is probably not going to be what you want to hear, but this is the reality of where I live. I live in the middle of nowhere. Quite literally. The closest Walmart is almost 200 miles. That's how small of a community out in rural northeastern Nevada that I live. We just got our first electric car charging stations in town. Just within the last 6 to 8 months. It is not, electric cars are not feasible when you live so far away from cities where you need to go. They're just not feasible. All right, antics. Get some rest, honey. We'll see you later. Um, because I'm moving in the right direction with the healing. That's why. No, the clinic at home is in network. Um, the hospital is in network, but tests and x-rays are not. So I'd have to pay full price for those. Yeah, they changed our some of our stuff on our insurance. Jenny, yeah. I mean, it is midnight here, which is usually my cutoff time. So, anything like that, I'd have to pay pretty much full cost for. But the difference is here they've got better doctors. Like I said, there's two doctors that I like at home. Two. The rest of them, I don't trust them. I don't trust them. So, right, Jenny? Yeah, Vegas is 250 miles one way. It's 250 miles for me to get here. Which is why I don't protest as much as I would like to. So, that was the goal if I needed to. If I was still in a lot of pain, if I wasn't progressing and healing, that was gonna be what we did. But I'm getting better, so. No, I won't. Hubby's already said if we absolutely had to, he'd be bringing me back down here to get it checked out. So that's, yeah. It's not even real pain. It's just tenderness. So like if I step on a rock or step on, like there's a hose right here leading into the yard. If I stepped on that, I would most certainly feel it. But it's not a aching pain like it was before. And that is slowly, progressively getting better. It's just tender. Or if I walk a lot. Still can't walk a lot. Like right now, sitting here, it's not hurting at all. No sharp pain. No. Yeah, it's not even an ache or anything like that unless I've been walking a lot or I step on something. And then it's like, oh, okay. Okay, I feel you. I would say it was more like just a dull ache right along that line of the deep bruising. It wasn't through the whole foot. It wasn't isolated to just the top or just, it was only right through where I have that deep bruising. That was it. And a little bit of swelling. And I think that may have been from, because it's so much warmer here than it is at home. I think some of that, and just from being on my feet. But as soon as I got home, I got it, as soon as I could, I got it propped up and the swelling went down. Hi, Addie. We're getting ready to leave, my dear. So it wasn't like the whole foot was sore or anything. No, it was just Dixie cups. For what? What for? Oh, and I didn't take, but maybe 4 or 5 times I took Tylenol or ibuprofen for it. That was it. Oh, I have gel ice packs that I can, it forms right to my foot. The way it's shaped, it just forms right to my foot. And I'll just sit there with my foot up on a pillow. That takes the swelling right down, right away. Because it's not even half the swelling. When it does swell up good, it's not even half of what it initially was. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Yep, that's exactly what I've been doing. Maybe not regularly timed out like that, but yeah. It's one of the first things I do when I get home. Put my foot up and put a little bit of ice on it. And then yesterday, like I said, when I got back, I didn't put ice on it, but I only had it up, I don't know, about half hour or so, and the swelling was already pretty much gone. Oh, okay, even though you had the gel ice packs. Okay. Yeah, but like sitting here right now, it's not hurting at all. So, but I promise, if I start going backwards in the healing, I absolutely will get it checked out for sure. So, all right, it is that time, folks. We have got, was it Tiff? I think is who she said. Yep, Tiff 420 is live. We've got the link in the chat. Okay. Thank you, Scooter. All right, I'll have to get some. I can get those at home, though. It's one less thing we have to carry back. So I'll get those when we get home, because we'll have to go get something for supper when we get home. But Tiff 420 is live. She's another small channel. Yeah. If I get worse, I will. Absolutely, Sophia. I promise. Absolutely. I promise. Pinky swear. If I get worse, if the pain comes back, if I lose any range of motion whatsoever, I will absolutely go to the doctor. At this moment, I haven't. So, yeah, the little ones like this. Yeah. I can get those at home, so I'll probably do that. So, but it is that time. Oh, one more thing. Okay. Hey, love. How are you, my dear? Yep, I can get those at home. They have them at the grocery store. The only grocery store we have. I might do that in the summertime. Not so much the wintertime because it's daggum cold up there. I might do that in the summertime. Yeah, for a little while. And I'm doing my best trying not to. But yeah, I do find myself, if I've stepped on something, I do find myself favoring a little bit more. I am favoring it a little bit. So it's kind of throwing things off, throwing my body off, but I'm trying really hard not to, because that doesn't do my body any good. So, oh my goodness. Okay. I don't know what time I'm leaving in the morning, but I might be able to watch it when it premieres. We'll have to wait and see. Otherwise, I'll have to catch the replay. Oh, we had one tonight. Not quite, but getting close. And then I already have another pair that I can wear. So, like these ones, I've got the Skechers. These are like the Keds style, which is not what I normally wear. But they have the canvas top, which was a little bit more forgiving and allowed for the swelling a little bit better than my normal Skechers do that I wear for work. So I've been wearing these. I should be able to go back into my regular shoes here soon, though. I'm hoping by the time I get back home tomorrow. I actually have boots, Sophia. A couple of different pairs, different kinds. Snow boots, regular boots, but capris and combat boots don't look that great together. But I do wear, my normal shoe is the Skechers Delights. They've got a nice hard sole, which is slightly wider than my foot. And it really helps to keep me from rolling my ankles. They're a good sturdy shoe. And they have a really good tread on them, which helps with being around the water. Ugh. We cannot make everybody happy. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking when I got home. Because when I get home, I still have a few things I need to put together and situate in my room. I'm still waiting on one more shelf to come in, but I need to pull out the new ones that are in the bottom of my closet. So yeah, I'd already thought about that. So we're on the same page. All right, folks, it is that time. Yeah, but that probably looked badass, Sophia. I don't know about capris, because when the weather allows, I don't wear shorts very often. I think I maybe have 4, maybe 5 pairs of shorts. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Exactly, Julia. And sometimes that's the best way to do it. I'm telling you, buddy. Keep it mum. So, all right. On that note, you guys, it's time. It's past time. Right? Tiff is live. Head on over. Tell her I sent you. Tell her I said hi, because I'm going to go back in, so I won't be there. Yeah, crazy love is love. So tell her I sent you. Tell her I said hi. Can't think of anything important off the top of my head. So, on that note, if you're headed to bed and you need them, night meds, sweet dreams, sleep tight. If you're on the other side and you're just starting your day and you need them, day meds. I hope you have a wonderful day. Find something beautiful to look at. Makes the day better. Nothing important. Yeah, I can't think of anything off the top of my head. So, on that note, a little bit of kindness, a smile, and a little bit of love make this world a better place. But don't forget to be kind to yourself. Good night, all, and I will see you all later. Oh, email me, love. I want to know. I'm nosy. I want to know. I'll see you guys later.